Welcome to video 3 of the free high-ticket e-commerce mini course. Before we dive in, please hit that subscribe button below, hit the like button, and watch to at least 50% so YouTube's algorithm will push my content. I would greatly appreciate that. Other than that, I look forward to sharing this module with you guys, and we will dive right in. So we can get started. Just before we get into things, I just want to do a brief review of the previous 2 videos that I've done already. So video 1 was about incorporation and business setup. So when we're reaching out to our suppliers, we want to appear professional and like we're treating this like a real business. So how we do that is we want to incorporate our business. We want to have a business phone number, a business address, business bank account, business credit card, and obviously your suppliers aren't going to see this, but you should do this for your own good, is have a P&L and review how to track your expenses and how to just manage your financials. Now that will make your life far easier as you go. The second video was about market research, so choosing which niche we want to sell in. So I linked 100 product ideas there. So both of these videos will be linked below. So if you haven't watched those yet, please go watch those now. So what is a high-level niche? I'd cover that topic. So what exactly it is, what it means. We discuss why we go for the high price point. We discuss how to think about competition. We discuss uniqueness and brand demand. And then finally, you would have picked 10 sub-product types within your higher level niche to do your supplier research on, which is where we are now. So module 3 is preliminary supplier research. So I'm going to show you here how to find suppliers. So this video, we're going to assume that I've chosen the higher level niche of home wellness. So I've chosen home wellness. You'll see that there's 10 sheets here that are all the exact same for the most part. And what you want to do is you want to put your 10 sub-product types from the previous video along the bottom here, like this. Just like that. And once you have those there, you are good to start your supplier research. So an easy way to do this is to just go to Wayfair and type in the product type. So I'm going to do in this video massage chair. What I would recommend you do is filter by price, put minimum price of $1,000, which in the previous video, I believe we said we wanted to go for a minimum price of $1,000. I actually just need to put my VPN on or it will show me the wrong stuff. Okay, so once you have you got to do this where you're selling. So I'm selling in the US. I want to have my US VPN on. I've filtered by $1,000 and above. And now what we want to do is go to more filters. We want to go to brand. And then we want to take all of these brands, which is crazy because I actually have not heard of many of these, which is weird. I want to put those in our sheet, paste, values only. Well, I guess that did not work for whatever reason, but you get the idea. Like what you want to do is you just want to go highlight all these. Where if I can get it to work? Oops. Doesn't matter. So we want to get all those and we want to put them here, all the brands. So if you can't copy and paste, just manually type them out. But you want to put all the brands for those here. So like I said, Wayfair is an easy way to do that, but I would not think of it as like the be all end all. It will just kind of get you on the right path, but there's far better ways to do this for sure, which I will show you in a minute. So once you get the easy ones off Wayfair, you could try Home Depot as well. What you want to do is you want to type in by the product type. So here we're doing massage chair online. I do not know why my VPN always thinks I'm in the UK when I put New York. I have to go to Washington. Okay, so once you do that, again, we want to filter by over $1,000. We'll just do that for here. Then what we want to do is you want to go to the bottom here to sellers, and you will see there will be all these stores. And how you identify a dropshipping store is, so what we want to do process-wise is we want to go find other dropshipping stores, see the brands they're selling, put those brands in our list, and then do research on them. So obviously Home Depot is not a dropshipping store, but we can see these other stores, they all might be. So I wouldn't even do this. I would just put minimum price 1,000. And it should expand. Yeah, so like look at all. So any store usually that has the product name in the store name is a dropshipping store. That's a good general rule. Or just like, you can kind of just tell, like Relax On Massage, dropshipping store, I would almost guarantee it. Sam's Club, no. Modern Back, definitely a dropshipping store. And you can just you'll get used to it to tell. But you want to go in every single one of these and source their suppliers. So I will do Modern Back here. Sorry, Modern Back. I clicked your ad. It cost you a couple bucks probably. What we want to do is you want to find, sometimes it's in the menu, but you want to find brands. Now you will take all those and you'll put them in your sheet like that. And then what we want to do is, so you need to go do that for every store that was on Google. Every one of those that looks like a dropshipping store, you need to do that. So you should have hundreds of suppliers is the goal here. And then when we want to actually do the research on them, this is what we're doing research on. This stuff here, which is what we're going to cover. So to find out map, what we do is we type in, so this is, we'll do it on Daiwa. So we will type in Daiwa in the product name. So Daiwa massage chair. And what we want to find is this compare at button. So we can compare prices from 10 stores. So minimum advertised price MAP stands for minimum advertised price. So what that means is when we sell for a brand, they are making it so we cannot sell below a certain price. So if we have 40% margin, they will tell us, this is your cost, and they'll say, this is MAP. This is what you cannot list below. So that means no matter how many stores sell their stuff, everyone's margin is protected because no one can list below that price. So that's what we're checking here. We want to press compare and see how every store is almost selling it for the same price. All $9,000. Some are $9,500, but nearly every store is $9,000. So I would say you should always see a clear trend. So here, like the clear trend to me is 9,000. Maybe it's 9,500 now and they're in the middle of a change or something before the holidays, but there's a clear trend. Everyone is selling for the same price. Here, same thing. Everyone's selling at $7,500 except Home Depot, but when you include shipping, it's actually more. But there's a clear trend. Let's do another example. So what we would do then is we would put Daiwa, map, yes. So let's try Lurico. And if you can't find compare at price, what you can do is take the name of a product and try that. And see here how like these are all pretty much the same price. $79.90, $79.90. This is a different chair. Like these are the same chair and they're not the same price. It is a little bit uncertain here, but I would say like pretty confidently that it is MAP. So I would probably just put like maybe /yes. Osaki, let's say Osaki massage chair. See, clear trend of $299. Clear trend of $299. It looks like this target is breaking MAP, but let's say we do like a, because I know Osaki does not sell all their chairs at Target and stuff. Like this one will only be available, and see every single store is at the same price. So that is kind of like what we want to see. It's just like this. Every store at the same price. We would then put Osaki, MAP, yes. The next part is brand demand. So the easiest sale you will ever make is when you're selling to someone who already has decided what they're going to buy and they already know the brand. So let's say someone was buying an Osaki massage chair and they typed in their Osaki Paragon was what they want to buy, and you pop up right here. That's such an easy sale to make because they've already made up their mind. They already know the product. They already know not only the brand, but they know the exact product they want. So that is the power of branded search. So what you want to do then to check that is you want to go to a free tool. So this one's paid, but I know so moz.com, I'll link these below. There's different tools you can use, and what you want to do is there's moz.com, SEMrush, this one's Ahrefs, which costs money, but you should at least get a monthly trial. And just type in the brand and product name, and you can see there's 11,000 searches for these things a month. That's crazy high. Anything above like 1,000 or 2,000 is high. So that would mean to me that there is branded demand for this product. Osaki massager. So what you would put is, yes, there is branded demand, and you would just put the highest number. So if you put in Osaki massager and the highest one was 11K, you'd put in 11K. Just like that. And then we also want to check competition. So when we go here, we want to see roughly how many people are selling their stuff. So what you can do is type in the brand product name and then go down here and you can see the sellers. So I would say anything below 10 is not competitive. Anything between 10 and 30 is moderately competitive, and anything above 30 is very competitive. So here, this looks to me like above 30, so I would put yes, competitive. The only one that's going to make or break things here is this. If there is no map at all and prices are all over the place and there's no trend, like this one was somewhat consistent. If there's no trend at all and there's like $700 gaps between stores selling stuff, that just means there's no map and you're going to waste your time even contacting them. So as long as you can see some trend, you're kind of in the clear. But if not, then I would just kind of like put another section down here and just put like non-map suppliers down to the bottom of the list type of thing. But these two are kind of for your own benefit. Like if you see, ideally what we want is map, very high branded demand and no competition. That would be like the dream scenario where you could sell like 7 figures a year for a brand or something. You might find like 3 or 4 of those a year or something like that. Or 3 or 4 of those in your store's lifetime. You might find 1 a year. So there's thousands of suppliers. But as long as, like, this is good. Like this is good as long as, like, if there was 20 brand demand, but somehow like 100 stores selling them, like that would be bad. But it's really hard to tell. Like this is kind of just for your own knowledge and information and helpful. It can be helpful like as you go, because you want to ideally, we'll talk about this in the next module, when you're contacting suppliers, you want to start with the ones that they're not your favorite ones first, like ones that are kind of lower on your list. So if there was stores here that had like super high branded demand and almost no competition, I would wait till you got some reps under your belt before contacting them, just so you build up some confidence and you actually have some brand partners on your store when you contact them so that they can see you're legit, you're established, you already have other suppliers in place. But that would be how I would think about that. So then you're going to go through and you're going to do that for every single supplier. And what you want to do after you do that for every supplier. So like I said, on Google Shopping, you have to do this for every dropshipping store there is. So you should have hundreds of suppliers on the list. Then after you do that, you go through and do this research for map, demand, and competition for everyone there. And then after that, you will go and you will just type in Osaki and you will find their website. So here, and what you want to do is find like a contact us or a phone number or an email. So here, this would be the phone number, this would be the email, or contact us, you can do it here. But this will be, we'll talk about this more in depth in the next lesson, but this would be how you contact them to reach out to become a dealer of theirs and sell their stuff. But at a high level, that's what we're doing here. So we find suppliers, you can use Wayfair, you can use Home Depot. Google Shopping is the main one where you're gonna find the best suppliers. Then we wanna do research, we wanna do map, branded demand, analyze the competition. And then after that, we will collect the info we need for them. So I would actually just do another column here, like phone, email, and then put the phone numbers and emails that you find at the bottom there. So this and this, I would put those in your sheet. So then when we actually move on to the next lesson, you should have hundreds of suppliers that meet your criteria and you have their contact info. So you'll be good to start contacting them when the time comes. And I'll tell you exactly kind of what to say and how to go about that in the next lesson. But that's it for right now. I hope you found that helpful. Like I said, thousands of dollars free value here. Courses will literally charge you thousands of dollars of stuff for what I just showed you. So if you could please hit the subscribe button below, I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. If you liked the video, that would be awesome. And I will look forward to seeing you guys in the next lesson. Thank you for listening.